Welcome back to Race Mountain Speedway. Here we are for the semi-final round in the Japanese car tournament. Today we have a special two-race event. Both heats 1 and 2 will be racing on the track. Today's starting positions will be determined by the fastest lap times of the first place drivers. Here's a look at how they'll be lined up today. The Mitsubishi Evos leading both groups down the track. In Heat 1 we have NASVET 88, followed by Warpig 76, Red Stussy, Colorado Gresham Racing, who is the #1 seed in this tournament, and My Hot Wheels Collection. Down in Heat 2 we have AB Thunder G, followed by Little Bread, Booters Online, Bill Gold, Junior Ranklin, and Josh Baxley. The top 3 drivers from each heat will move on to the final round, where they'll have a chance to compete to get a spot in the end-of-year finals. Here we go with the first heat. This is a 6-lap race. Let's go racing! NASVET 88 out in front with that Mitsubishi Evo, but Colorado Gresham Racing right on his tail. Colorado Gresham Racing currently holds the fastest lap time in the 2019 season, and he pulls ahead of NASVET 88 right there at the end to take first place going into the second lap. Colorado Gresham really the driver to watch out for in this whole tournament. He's certainly got the speed, he just needs to keep that car under control. NASVET 88 pulling ahead out of turn 1, and he's back in the #1 spot. Oh, and NASVET 88 lands over on his side. Once again, Race Mountain rules are, if you wreck after the finish line, you can continue racing. So far, it's a back and forth between NASVET 88 and Colorado Gresham Racing. A very tight race going into turn 1. NASVET 88 pulls ahead, Colorado right on his tail. We've got a collision, and Colorado Gresham Racing has fallen completely off the track. We've got to take a look to see what happened there, but this is a major upset. Colorado Gresham Racing, the top speed record holder and #1 seed for the Japanese car tournament, is out along with Red Stussy. Those both were the top 2 drivers from their heat. What is going on here? This is a major disappointment. I know a lot of fans had picked Colorado Gresham Racing to win the whole thing, and wait a minute, Warpig 76 is flipped over as well. That means 3 cars have wrecked all on the 3rd lap. I'm getting flashbacks of last year's Mopar Madness tournament here. It's complete pandemonium on the track from these Japanese cars. Just look at Warpig 76 spinning down the track. Let's take a look at what happened over there on turn 1. Warpig 76 flips over out of the turn, hits the light post, and that sends him spinning like a top down the track. Man, Warpig 76 just cannot catch a break at Race Mountain Speedway. A devastating blow right here. Red Stussy hits Colorado Gresham Racing off the track. Red Stussy was already on his roof when that happened. The paramedics have pulled him out of the car, but he hasn't gotten up yet. Man, you just hate to see that happen, especially to one of the top tier drivers in this tournament. Colorado Gresham was driving for Michael's Diecast Garage and Racing. That's 1 driver down for his team, and that's actually 2 drivers for Guitarded and Broke. He was sponsoring both Red Stussy and Warpig 76. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Channel 17 presents the ILC, the I Like Cheese Race Series. If you like diecast racing, and we know you do, make sure you head over to the Chapman Films YouTube channel and subscribe. You'll see exciting events like Friday Night Cheese,
Custom Racing,
the ILC Weekly Series,
Non-Custom,
the ROCC Race of Cheese Champions,
The Best,
Monday Night Cheese,
Custom,
Friday Night Cheese.
More custom.
Wait a minute, didn't I say Friday Night Cheese?
Just read the script.
Now that's a whole lot of cheese.
Welcome back to the Japanese car tournament here on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Before the break, we had a 3-car wreck, eliminating 3 of the 5 drivers. That brings us down to a 2-car race. We did get an update on Colorado Gresham Racing over the break. He's a little banged up and bruised, but he is going to be okay. With 3 drivers out and 3 laps to go, we've just got NASVET 88 and My Hot Wheels Collection left in this race. My Hot Wheels Collection with that Guaczilla, the real surprise of this tournament. That car has been known to be very slow, but in a tournament that has turned into a survival of the fittest, maybe going a little slower is a good strategy here. NASVET 88 upside down again, coming out of that Formoso. He leads down the track. My Hot Wheels collection very close on his tail. Both drivers look very good out there. It doesn't look like the Guaxilla has the power to catch up to that Evo, but I'm surprised he's hanging right in there with them. And this is it. We've got 1 lap to go. Both drivers just need to focus on staying on the track. Don't flip your car over. Don't drive it off the track. Don't start going backwards or sideways. Come on. NASVET 88 leading out of turn 2. And certainly no surprise there. NASVET 88 taking the first place in his heat. Wait a minute, where's my Hot Wheels collection? I don't see a caution. Okay, woo! I was a little worried there. My Hot Wheels collection will also be advancing on to the final round. He certainly doesn't seem to be the fastest, but who knows? This race has been anything but predictable. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We've got another race for you today. Heat 2 of the semifinals is coming up after the break. We'll see if another Evo can make it into the final round. We'll be right back after this.
Don't hit your face. That's it.
Como yo está calor.
Hit the subscribe button instead. It didn't hurt.
And welcome back. Here we are for Heat 2 in the semifinal round of the Japanese car tournament. So far we have NASVET 88 and My Hot Wheels collection advancing on to the final race. Let's look at the lineup for Heat 2. We've got AB Thunder G in the Mitsubishi Evo, followed by Little Bread, Booters Online, Bill Gold, Junior Ranklin, and Josh Baxley. Hopefully after that first heat they use a little bit of caution out there on the track. We certainly don't want to see what happened to Colorado Gresham Racing happen to anyone else. And here they go down the track, starting off a 6-lap race. Little Bread passing up AB Thunder G coming out of turn 1. The caution is out. We've got AB Thunder G, Bill Gold, Booters Online. That was Josh Baxley. And that can only mean one thing. Junior Ranklin is out on the first lap. Junior Ranklin driving for Nick Devers Racing. And he is over on his roof right there after turn 1. Let's see what happens. A lot of drivers having trouble right there when they get bunched up on that turn, getting forced into the inside of that curve. We're 1 lap in with 1 driver down. We've got 5 drivers left with Little Bread leading us down the ramp. AB Thunder G pulling ahead going into turn 1. He gains a big lead going down the midsection of the track. We've got some drifting. Oh, he gets slammed by Little Bread as Little Bread pulls ahead back into first place going into lap 3. A very close race out there between AB Thunder G and Little Bread Racing, while Booters Online moves up to 3rd place. Here we go in lap 3. Little Bread pulls way ahead. Little Bread losing control all over the place. Whoa! Oh no! It's happened again! Little Bread Racing pushed off the track by Booters Online, and it's another devastating DNF. Little Bread was driving for Team Acres Racing, came flying out of turn 1, but then was all over the track. You can see right here, real trouble on turn 2. The front end of that Toyota gets popped up on the side wall. Booters Online was trying to avoid that collision, but just couldn't get out of the way in time. The second driver to come off the track over in that spot, I mean, we should add a guardrail over there, but we're not making that much YouTube money over here, so drive at your own risk. Oh no, the white sheet is out. That can't be a good sign. I mean, I don't think Little Bread decided to take a nap. Yeah, that's definitely not good. But on the bright side, we're gonna go to break. We'll be right back after this.
I wonder where my heart is, 'cause no matter what you do, you're stuck in a maze, 'cause my heart is in the right place. But I'm about to leave it now, feel me shining through somehow.
This Diecast Sports presentation is brought to you by the good folks at 3dbotmaker.com and viewers like you. Thank you. Welcome back to the Japanese car tournament here on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Before the break, we had to say goodbye to Little Bread. That means we have 4 drivers left with 3 laps to go. And surprisingly, Josh Baxley is in first place. Go Josh! AB Thunder G pulls ahead going into turn 1. He's waiting on the track all by himself. And this isn't even a race. Without Little Bread on the track, AB Thunder G is in a league of his own. And the caution is back out. We've only got 3 cars down here. And it's going to be booters online for the Colorado Gresham Racing Team. Wow, what bad luck for Colorado Gresham today. He got knocked off the track, and now look at his driver. Wow. Bill Gold slamming into the backside of that Honda. Some real aggressive driving going on out there today. We've still got 2 laps to go and only 3 drivers. The big question is, can all 3 of them make it into the finals? They should all agree just to drive a little more cautious. There's only 3 of them left. Everybody get into the finals, and then, nope, they're not going to do it. But to be honest, we expect nothing less from the drivers here at Race Mountain Speedway. You either go fast, go home, or you die trying. Josh Baxley falling back to 3rd place. AB Thunder G will be leading into the 6th and final lap. And here we go. Just keep those tires on the track, boys. AB Thunder G going in reverse, followed by Bill Gold. And AB Thunder G takes first place in that Mitsubishi Evo. AB Thunder G driving for the Dirty Deep Racing Team, followed by Bill Gold, who's driving for Guitarded and Broke, and Josh Baxley driving for the Blackburn Family Racing Team. Also, NASVET 88 was driving for Michael's Diecast Garage and Racing, while My Hot Wheels Collection was driving for Team Speedy E. And here they are, the 5 drivers going into the final race. NASVET 88, My Hot Wheels Collection, AB Thunder G, Bill Gold, and Josh Baxley. We've got 5 drivers, but only one of them can make it into the end-of-year finals. Who is gonna take it? How many will survive? Leave your predictions below. Up next is the final round in the Japanese car tournament here on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League.